Welcome back to Better Living. Winesday Wednesday it is, and I am here with Joe. He is the wine and beer manager at the Andersons in Sylvania. Well, you have got some great stuff for us today. It is summer, despite it not really feeling like summer so much out there today. What happened to the warm weather? Can you tell me that?
I don't know, but when I was thinking about what to do for today, it was like, 85 degrees and very humid, and I thought, well, this would be perfect.
This would be perfect. That 85 degrees and humid will come back again. We do live in Ohio, so it is certain to come back, perhaps tomorrow.
One can only hope.
We'll ask John James in just a little bit. But so as we're preparing for just a night out on the patio or maybe a party, we want wines that are maybe a little lighter, you call it a summer weight, right?
Summer weight, yeah. I mean, something that doesn't feel quite as heavy on the palate, something with maybe a little bit lower alcohol that doesn't weigh down your palate, make you feel sort of logy, not a big heavy oaky Chardonnay, but something that's bright, light, refreshing, maybe a little bit lower alcohol. And that's the nice thing. There's so many wines. I know Jim from the Talmadge Road store has talked about the quantity of good wines that are available right now to us here in Ohio and every place else, and that's the same with these kind of wines that we have here today.
Well, show me what you got. Let's
all
taste.
right.
That's my favorite part of Winesday Wednesday.
I've already opened this one so we won't get tied up popping the cork and all of that. But this is a Gaudrel Cremant de Loire. Cremant simply means a sparkling wine.
I'm glad you said that, not me, because I would certainly mess that up.
A sparkling wine that's not from the Champagne region in France. And this is it's a blend of 50% Chenin Blanc and 50% Chardonnay. This is only about 11% alcohol by volume.
Now, I don't like...
No, I wouldn't with the Champagne. Why ruin, you'll ruin the bubbles.
Yes. I do like a good bubbly. That's good.
Very smooth, very crisp. And I've seen other episodes of the show. I knew you would like a sparkling wine, so that's why I picked this one.
I do like sparkling. And it is very light. I mean, that's a nice thing for summer. It's light. You don't have to. I think people tend to think, oh, to have champagne, to do that, it has to be like a special occasion. You can drink champagne every day if you want to.
Oh, you know what? It's not just for New Year's Eve.
It's my story.
And I'm sticking to it. Yes, right. It's a terrific everyday wine, and and the nice thing is sparkling wines from all over the world, and they don't cost an arm and a leg, and yet they're high quality and delicious.
It is delicious. Okay.
Now I have another one here. This is also French.
I hate to have to dump it out. It's so disappointing to me. Yes.
Well, that's okay. There's more here.
Okay, good.
This is the Domaine La Hêter, and this is a blend. This is a combination of a variety of things. Uni Blanc, Colombard, and a little bit of a grape called Gros Manseng, and I'm probably horribly mispronouncing that.
Well, as long as you're horribly mispronouncing it and not me, because I for sure would be.
This one is only 10% alcohol by volume, and yet this is one, when our vendor brought this around to taste, I thought this was just terrific. And I brought it in exactly with summertime and early fall weather in mind.
Smells great. Yeah.
Got a nice little minerality on there from the soil.
And it's not too sweet. That's always my big fear with white, that I'm not going to like it because it's going to be too sweet. It's not too sweet.
Not to confuse, not to confuse sweetness, sugariness, residual sugar. It's very juicy too, with fruitiness. And this is just terrific. This is a wonderful white.
Refreshing is a word I would use with this. So this would be great for summer too.
Absolutely.
Very refreshing.
Or any time. I mean, great all by itself, just like you said, for a glass on the patio, or just sitting with friends having, the pizza, shrimp, maybe, shellfish.
Oh, that
something
would be
like
good
this
with
would be great. A bologna sandwich, anything like that.
I do enjoy a good bologna sandwich. I'm just saying, just for the record. You could get a hamburger back at the grill back there. You could have this with it.
That's right. Now, red wines in the summer, one thing is, even if you do have a higher alcohol red wine, simple wine tip, don't be afraid to chill down your red wine.
I do. I mean, I thought that made me a bad person.
No.
That's just one of the things that make me a bad person. I drink red wine all the time, and I do like it a little bit chilled. And
not even cold, but just cooled down a little bit. Too warm, and if it's a higher alcohol wine, something in the 14 and a half range, and there's a lot of excellent ones on the market like that, you'll get that alcohol blast up the nose, whereas it smooths it out a little bit. This is a Zweigelt. That's the name of the grape.
Zweigelt.
Zweigelt, actually. You've got to put the T in front of it. And this is a hybrid. This was invented by an Austrian scientist. It's an Austrian grape called Fritz Zweigelt, so it's named after him. It's a hybrid of 2 other Austrian grapes. And not a whole lot of people know about this, but I think this is just terrific stuff. Smooth. If you like, I'm not saying it tastes like Pinot Noir, but if you like Pinot Noir...
It has a little similarity.
This would be great. I've had this with Thanksgiving. It goes great with poultry, pork, or just all by itself. And again, this is, I forget what the alcohol is on this one, but this is pretty low too. I can't see it on the back there. But
it's good.
Yeah.
Very good.
And if you've never had a Zweigelt, this is the Brundlemeyer. It's a good one to start with.
Well, just like we've always said about Talmadge too, you guys know all about this. So if somebody needs help, all they have to do is come in. You can absolutely explain to them what they need to find.
We've got a great crew here in the wine and beer department. We're happy to help.
You can absolutely do it. I'm telling you, this wine and beer department is huge here. It has a great variety, and they can help you out. Come in, they can help you with your summer wines, your summer beers, or, you know, as we perhaps go straight to fall, they can help you with that too. We'll be right back. We're going to talk cheese next. Don't miss it. Better Living and Winesday Wednesday. Well, we've officially gone to heaven because I have my wine and I now have cheese. I am here with Paula. She is the goddess of cheese. Yes, indeed she is. And seriously, it doesn't get any better. I was just telling you, if I could no longer eat anything but cheese, that would be all right with me.
And cheese is an excellent source of protein, and it breaks down in the body easier than like a meat protein, so you'd be good.
I'd be fine. It would be healthy, and I could just have wine, and, well, that'd be perfect. So tell me, what made you become the goddess of cheese? Why did you find cheese so interesting that you wanted to do nothing but cheese?
Cheese is so fascinating because of the fact that you can literally experience a country or a region simply by sampling the products that they make in that region. For example, there are over 700 different kinds of cheeses in France alone, and they are separated by the terroir, by what the cows feed on. Whatever they feed on flavors the milk. The milk then again goes into what is making the cheese, and the flavors can be different region to region, farm to farm, and it's a fascinating way to just really eat some good food.
I had no idea. I mean, I knew that I love cheese, but I didn't know that. I just thought it's, you know, we put different things in it, and that's what makes it. I didn't know that it started that early in the process.
Most people know milk or know Swiss and cheddar.
Yes.
And but there are. When I started working with cheese, I was working in Texas at a division of H-E-B. And I was working in Central Market, and they carry over 650 different cheeses in their cheese department. Now, our cheese department, we have about half that amount.
That's still a lot of cheese.
Yes, it's wonderful. So you can just experience so many wonderful flavors just by eating cheese.
Let's talk about some of it. You've brought some interesting flavors here. Let's talk about some of the different, unique flavors that you have.
Okay, starting off with this one. This is called Beemster Graskus, and this is the cheese that Beemster makes only once a year. Every year in the spring, after the cows have been wintering over and feeding on silage and dry food, they let them out into the pastures to feed on the spring grass, which is what Graskus means. It means first grass. From those milkings, they make this cheese. Now, this is a Gouda. It's aged for only 1 month. It's going to be mild, smooth, creamy, just wonderful. Isn't that terrific? It's like,
it's so wonderful that I'm just going to have to have another, just to make sure that it's really wonderful.
You got to check it again to make sure that it's the right, you know.
Still wonderful.
This is the region that this is done in. The grasses are fed by the slate that is underneath the ground, and the grasses actually grow in a little bluish. So the cows feed on this, and what is in the ground flavors the grass, flavors the milk, flavors the cheese.
Oh my goodness, that's delicious.
And it only comes out once a year. We get it usually the first week in June. When the cheese is gone, then it's gone for another year.
Well, you better get in and get some of this because it's ridiculously good. Yes.
Okay, now we're going to switch over this way. This is a new line of packaged cheeses that we are carrying called Simply Brigitte, or Sincerely Brigitte. Sorry, I told myself I wasn't going to do that. Sincerely Brigitte. These are wonderful summer flavors. These are made from, I'll give you a big pick there. That's the tomato and olive.
Okay.
These are made from milk from small Wisconsin farmers. They are non-GMO and they are kosher.
They're delicious is what they are.
Brigitte,
oh my
Mizrahi, started making these flavors after her travels. She started coming up with these flavors after her different travels and wanted to fill that gap. And then that was the tomato olive, and this is the wasabi.
Okay, I love some wasabi.
Gotta love wasabi. There you go.
Love this,
and fingers are always appropriate with cheese.
Yeah.
Fingers are always appropriate.
Oh my gosh.
It's so creamy and
that is
such a nice kick.
And it has a great wasabi flavor, but it's not overpowering.
No.
Like it's not too much.
Very well balanced.
Like I could just, you know, throw the whole package right in my mouth.
It would be great on a burger on the grill, just to add that nice little kick to it. We just started carrying these products. Now,
so delicious.
This one is probably one of my all-time favorites. This is called La Tour. It is from the Piemonte region in Italy. It is a mixture of cow, sheep, and goat's milk. It's aged for only 10 days. It's classified as a triple creme, which means it has 62 to 75% butterfat content, dry matter.
All right.
And it is described as the ice cream of cheeses.
Now, it looks like ice cream.
This is a soft ripened cheese, which means that they put a bacterial smear on the outside and it ripens from the outside in.
Okay.
And you get that nice little rippled effect from the bacteria they use called Geotrichum candidum. And this...
She's using big words I don't understand right now.
It's basically a mold. Now you can see the ice cream, the cheese is very smooth and creamy. It's going to be a little tangy. Hint of pungency.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that wonderful? This is what I'm saying. I love this stuff.
This is why she loves cheese. And I don't blame her one bit. Like, I just want...
Now, this cheese would go particularly well with the sparkling wine that Joe served you because the bubbles cut the little lactic flavor.
You know what it would go particularly well with? A big spoon and my mouth. That's all I need. Seriously, that is delicious. So, Paula is here at the Sylvania, the Andersons. You need to come see her. They have a whole cheese section back there. She is the goddess for a reason, and this is all delicious. Come visit her. And you better hurry up because I may buy all of this cheese before I leave. We'll be right back.